Welcome to the Explore Real Estate Show. I am James Boslaw, your Fredericksburg Area realtor and vacation rental investor. And this show is all about real estate in the Fredericksburg area, the Fawn Lake community, and the vacation rental space. I help people buy and sell homes because I believe that everyone should grow their wealth as they live in or own a home that they love. I also believe that you should feel confident when you are buying or selling a home, and confidence comes when you are well educated and informed, and that's what this show is all about. Enjoy the show. Hey everybody, welcome to the Explore Real Estate Show, where in today's episode, I'm going to break down the real estate statistics for the Fredericksburg area in the month of January of 2024. Now, if you've been listening to my previous episodes leading up to this one, when I talk about the Fredericksburg area real estate, my past episode, I took a look at 2023. And we took a look at the entire year. Where was the real estate market as we were looking back, and all the data that we had when we had a chance to look back at 2023. But what I indicated at the end of that episode is that I was very excited. I am very excited to take a look at the very first few months of this year, because that's going to give us a good look at where the market is going to be going for 2024. And this real estate data is hot off the press. I'm really excited to go over it with you. There's some key pieces in here that I can't wait to share with you that are encouraging. And so I'm going to dive right into the same key metrics that we always look at, as well as a few additional ones just to provide perspective. So let's dive right into this episode and take a look at the data that we have for the Fredericksburg area in the month of January of 2024. As we do that, the very first key metric we're going to look at is the sold dollar volume. So this is the overall sold dollar volume in January of 2024 in the Fredericksburg area. And as we look at that, it is up 7.5% from 2023. Now, this is huge. For those of you that have listened to my past episodes, what you'll know is that for well over half a year, we have seen that the overall sold dollar volume was down from the previous year. So every month was showing less and less homes sold. And this is the first time in a long time that we're seeing a reverse in that statistic. We're now seeing for the first time in over half a year that in January of 2024, we had 7.5% more overall sold dollar volume, which just means that there's more homes being sold. Buyers are jumping in. They've gotten used to those interest rates. They've gotten excited at the decrease in interest rates from where they were several months ago. And we've seen a lot more activity, which has led to more closed sales in the month of January of 2024. And that is a great news for sellers and for buyers. Now, next, we're going to take a look at the average sold price. And as we do that, we see that it's up about 0.5%. Now, that's nothing to get super crazy excited about. Yes, the average sold price is still going up. Homes are still appreciating in value, but this is only by 0.5%. So just minimal gains there, but gains nonetheless. Now, the next stat further reiterates this point, but it also is a little bit more encouraging. The median sold price is up nearly 3% in January of 2024 versus January of 2023. So both the average sales price is showing a little bit of growth. The median sales price is showing a little bit more than that growth, but home sale prices are going up. Homes are still appreciating in value. So if you own a home, that's great news. And if you're looking to buy a home, that's also great news, because you're buying an asset that is still going up in value. The overall units sold, not to be mistaken from overall sold dollar volume, but the actual units themselves, we see it's up nearly 7% in January of 2024 versus January of 2023. So more and more activity, more and more homes closing, which once again is great news. Now, the average days on market, it's barely up. Matter of fact, the average days on market this year in January is up 1 day more than it was in January of 2023. The average days on market in the month of January of 2024 is 39. So that means it would take 39 days on average for a home to be on the market before it goes under contract. Now, let me just pause and say that there's a lot of variables that go into this statistics. Number one, having a good agent that's going to price your home effectively is going to bring these numbers way, way down. However, the principle that needs to be taken from this stat is that homes do not sell as fast as what they used to a few years ago. So if you're selling a home, you're just going to have to exercise just a little bit more patience, because it will take about a month, if not a little bit more on average, to find a buyer on your home. So the other three things I want to look at, and these are things that are still very, very important, and they do add perspective to the stats that we just went over. And the first of those three things is the overall closed sales. We're going to take a look at January of 2024 and then at the 5-year average. And when we do that, this is what we find. The amount of closed sales in January of 2024 is 324 homes sold. So 324 homes sold this January of 2024. But the 5-year average is 393 homes. So yes, there is a little bit of a gap there between how many homes sold in January of this year versus the 5-year average. However, we're starting to see that gap is closing and becoming less and less. The amount of active listings in January of 2024 is 634 homes in the Fredericksburg area. Well, the 5-year average for active listings is 677 homes in the month of January. So once again, we do have less closed sales and less active listings this January than the 5-year average. However, that gap is starting to shrink more and more. Now, this last stat is an interesting one, and it's one that we're going to be watching very closely in the months to come. But the last stat does track the months of supply in the market. Now, once again, months of supply would be the amount of inventory that's on the market and the demand that is looking to scoop up that inventory. And as we take a look at that stat, we'll see that in January of this year, that the months of supply is 1.4 months of supply. Now, the 5-year average in January in this area is 1.1 months of supply. So what we're seeing is that there's a little bit more supply this January than the historical 5-year average. Now, that is encouraging. More supply has a lot of implications. If you're a buyer, more supply means you have less competition. It means that there's a chance that you can get a home that you love closer to asking price versus having to compete with several others and getting into a bidding war. So if you're a buyer, seeing that months of supply go up this January from the last 5 years in our average should be a welcome sight for you if you are looking to buy a home. Now, we're going to continue to track that and all of these statistics every single month, because the very first couple months in this year are going to dictate where 2024 goes. But I just want to remind you that I am very, very passionate about bringing this information to you. I want to make sure that all of my audience is educated and informed about what's taking place in the local market. Whether you're looking to buy or sell a home, or whether you're just owning a home and you want to know the direction that things are going in, it's important that I'm able to bring you this information so that you can stay informed, stay educated, and make decisions that are best for you and for your family. Now, I would like to remind you that if you are watching this on YouTube, make sure to click subscribe. That way you can be kept up to date on all of my episodes, the most recent episodes as they come out. So make sure that you click subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're listening to this on Apple's podcast, then make sure to follow the show. So once again, you also can be kept in the loop with my most recent episodes. And as always, if you have more questions or need some more expert advice on whatever situation that you are looking to get into, whether you're looking to buy a home, sell a home, or both, make sure that you contact me at my website, which is explorewithjb.com. You can reach out to me there, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So with that being said, I hope you have a wonderful day, a great week, and I will see you on the next episode.